We thought we would jump on with all of you live tonight. It's Sunday. We thought it'd be nice to hold a little bit of soul space in a different way. This is a virtual experience that we're all trying out and experimenting for the first time, and we're hoping for it to be a really nice and collaborative experience. And if you're tuning in from the comfort of your home, we invite you to just sit in peace and listen. If you feel like grabbing something and jumping in and playing along, that would be absolutely wonderful. So to get us started, I'm going to introduce us to our crew. And actually, maybe we'll go around and just do a really brief hello and introduction. So first of all, I would love to introduce, I know I said I wasn't going to talk to you for a couple minutes, Cash, but I'd love to introduce you first, actually, to just say a quick hello. Are you available for that?
I sure am.
Awesome. Cash, will you just say hello to all of our viewers and listeners and tell them a tiny bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mandy. I'm Cassius Kirk with Magma Music. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, and I've set up to simulate one of our arrangements that we are making specifically to help people learn how to play at drum circles and feel comfortable. So that's really the aim with this evening's presentation. Not all I got, too.
Beautiful. We are so excited to hear and learn more from you. And just as Cash said, this is an invitation. It's an opportunity to say, you know what, I've never tried this before and I'd like to. Or if you're an amazing drummer and you just want to tune on in, or if you have any suggestions for us or ever want to co-create, reach out and let us know. This is just an opportunity to hold some space, to move some energy, and allow the healing to happen through us as we hang out and connect. Ursula, would you like to say hi and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name's Ursula Duffy. I am a co-founder here at Sea Goddess Healing Arts, and I'm also a professional astrologer and certified aromatherapist. And I hope that you all enjoy the virtual experience. Our first drum circle that we did back in June of this year was my first drum circle, so it's really easy. If you can clap, you can join, and from the comfort of your own home, I think that it might be a nice way to practice to come back with us in the spring when we go live again. So thanks for joining us.
Beautiful. My phone didn't want to go off mute there for a sec, but I think we're back. Rachel, would you like to say hello and introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Hava, director here at Goddess Healing Arts. Also the designer behind Rachel 13 Design, which is intuitive jewelry and crystal jewelry and all that good stuff. So check it out on the Sea Goddess website. And I'm just here to have some fun and join along. And yeah, let's do this. Mandy, you're on mute.
I see that. There it goes. I think my mute had some trigger fingers and was a little lacking, but we're back. So what we
We can't hear you, Mandy.
All right. Every time I'm talking, it's like once I start talking, then it goes on mute. Let's see if it stays for a second. Hopefully it does this time. Can you guys all hear me now? Awesome. Yeah, it was just, I was starting to talk and then it was just muting by itself. So now we're back and hopefully we have some people with us. If you're just tuning in, you are here with Sea Goddess Healing Arts and Kind Magma, and we are bringing you a virtual drum circle. So the way we like to start all of our events is to just hold a little soul space and to pray it in and call it in. If that's up your alley, we invite you to tune in with us and join us. If it's not up your alley, we just ask that you hold the space, which is just observing without judgment, and even send in some love if you can. So in order to ground in, we are going to bring our hands to our heart or prayer position, open on your lap in meditation, whatever feels best and most comfortable to you. Bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and release. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and release. Last one, in through our nose. Hold it and release. Angels, archangels, spirit guides, helper beings of the highest good, our higher selves, ancestors, creator, and sea goddess. Thank you so much for being with all of us during this virtual drum circle. We invite in our higher selves, our angels, archangels, and spirit guides to be here to support us, to hold us, to pass along any messages, healing notes, light codes, frequencies, or notes of inspiration that each and every one of us may need live in this experience or later as we're listening to it. Thank you for surrounding us in white and blue light and protecting us as we hold this sacred space. And so it is. Amen. Aho. And take a nice deep breath and come on back. And hopefully my microphone's still working. You guys give me a nod if it's still good to go. Awesome. Perfect. So next what we're going to do is kick it over to Ursula for a minute so she can give us a little rundown of the astrological energy that we're working with here in this new moon in Scorpio.
So as most of you probably know, we're in Scorpio season now. We had a new moon in Scorpio around 5:15 p.m. last week on Thursday. And we're under the energy of that. And with Scorpio season in particular, it's very much about our deepest and most core emotions. And what we want to keep in mind moving into this new lunar cycle in particular is that that new moon was the opening of this eclipse season. So we're in the second and final eclipse season of 2021. The Scorpio new moon opened that portal, and now the first eclipse will happen in a couple of weeks when we have the full moon in Taurus. And it's really important at this time during eclipse season, especially the 2 weeks between eclipses, from the full moon in Taurus to the Sagittarius new moon, is to pay attention to anything that's happening that could be coming into your life or to your awareness that is maybe forcing you to think about things differently or change. Sometimes it can be very subtle. Sometimes nothing happens at all. And other times it can be like a mother lode of information and downloads that comes. So just pay attention to what's coming in, especially with the new lunar cycle. And eclipse season can feel kind of chaotic. It's kind of like a portal opens and we're being visited by beings and everything from other dimensions at times. Just pay very close attention and make sure that you're protecting your energy. You want to put most of your routine lunar practices on hold and just sort of protect your energy and pay attention rather than doing any big ceremonies. So we have a write-up on our soul blog about that and all of the things that are in alignment with the energy right now. There's different offerings from all of us on there. So check that out for more information.
All right.
It muted you again, Mandy. Should we just turn it over to Cash? We're having mute issues, Cash, so why don't you just take it away?
Yeah, I think we should send it over to Cash, and if my mic works out later, we'll fix it up.
Let the drum circle begin.
All right, so we're ready. Okay. So real quick before I get started, let me stand back here, make sure you can all see me. For those of you who have not been to a drum circle and are concerned about whether or not you need to have an instrument, or if you need to know anything from a technical perspective, you don't. Drumming in general is a very natural thing. So I have been asked by Sea Goddess Healing Arts to make lead drum circles, and it inspired me to create songs and arrangements. And through this process, this next arrangement that I have made, it's also a tribute to Atlantic City. I've tied rhythm with language and the song itself together to help tie the two things that it does to help people who may have an issue with thinking about the connection. So really, if you can clap, you're all set. So this whole arrangement will start with some claps. I'm going to use a loop system. Do that, and then once there's some percussion going, I'll probably add some melodic instruments. For those of you that don't know, an acoustic piano is technically a percussion instrument, as is an acoustic guitar. So if you see one of those at the drum circle, they're really fine where they are. So you may see that as well. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. The name of this arrangement is called Atlas Calypso. It's about a sea goddess who also is the guardian of the sea. So it's significant in that Atlantic City is a city by the sea, and sea goddess seems to be a good guardian for that city. Behind me and over my shoulder is a painting I also created, which I'll be finishing soon. And like what you see in here, you can always check out my channel at Magma Music. This guy going. Start out with some claps. Now there's some words with what's called the claudette rhythm. It's usually 2 beats and then 3, or 3 and then 2. So we will do that in a second. Just hear feedback in 1 second.
See, got this. Oh yeah, see, got this. Oh yeah, see, got this. Oh yeah, see, got this. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh yeah, see, got this. Oh yeah, see, Atlas, cut. themselves, athletics, cover themselves, athletics, cover themselves, athletics, cover themselves.
Very tight.
I hear a clave in there. That's awesome.
Woo! Nice job over there.
That is awesome. I thought you had to keep the mics off. You can participate.
I put mine back on because I was having all those mic glitch issues in the beginning, so I thought I should be proactive about putting it on since there was a delay. I'm going to give kind Magma, Cassius Kirk, a nice round of applause from all of us. That was absolutely incredible. I feel it through my vibe, my whole being. The vibration is beautiful. Thank you so much to Jennifer and Matt for giving us some comments and letting us know what's going on over there. It's just been absolutely incredible. Cash, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Should I put it on mute now so you can conduct the next parts, or is it okay with?
Yeah, that would be great. We're going to kick it over to Rachel while everybody's feeling all the vibes through their bodies. We're going to invite in just a little bit of Sunday soul space and some points to ponder and some things to think about as we move through our week and through this Scorpio and new moon energy. We sat with Spirit and asked for a reading to come through. So we chose a reading from Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell, and Rachel will be reading that. And then once she's done, we will do some affirmations and prayer and close on out.
Right. Does everyone hear me? Kind of a little bit of technical stuff, but as long as you can hear me, we're going forward here. This passage is called Oneness versus Aloneness. One of the most challenging things about being a spiritual being in a human body is the feeling of separation, isolation, aloneness. While your soul is currently in a physical body, which is separate from others, you are a part of a larger whole, a oneness beyond identity, body, and words. And somewhere deep down, our soul remembers this. For souls who have experienced more than just the earth plane, this earth experience can feel horribly isolating. For our true essence knows that we are pure beings of light, love, and oneness from source, having a human experience. You are divine. While I have been blessed with a beautiful family and have always been surrounded by many friends, I have battled with this feeling of aloneness my whole life. It was like I had this distant memory that it wasn't meant to be like this. I had no idea so many people felt the same. From an early age, I craved meaningfulness and couldn't stand for the sake of it. You know the ones where people's mouths are moving, but your heart is saying the whole thing is fake and a complete waste of both our time. But let's keep talking because it's better than being alone. I have felt more alone in some relationships than I have out of them. This lingering feeling of aloneness has seen me hold on to relationships, friendships, and jobs longer than was in my best interests. It's also seen me gossip and stay at parties later than I wanted. And then there's the binge TV watching and eating. It's as if I clung on to these things just so I could fill up the big gaping hole I felt deep within me. If only I had realized that this gaping hole was my invitation to go within. During my own dark hours, when I was truly alone and unreachable to those around me, I eventually discovered what I already knew intellectually. Sometimes we just need to clear out the space and let our aloneness take over to realize that we are never really alone. We are one. What we are seeking is actually what we already are. It's our denial of our own divine nature that makes us feel separate. It's our seeing ourselves as separate that makes us feel so alone. There is a presence, which I call grace or source, waiting for us behind the gates of aloneness. A presence so subtle yet palpable that if we let ourselves feel it, it would bring us to tears. No words can do it justice, but once felt, none are needed. A presence so supportive, loving, soothing, and familiar that it feels like coming home. It feels like coming home because when we feel it, we are actually tapping into the glorious source energy of which we are all part. This presence of oneness is available to us in every moment. Sometimes it takes everything to go wrong for us to give up the fight and give in to its warm embrace. Our soul knows the way. Listen to its whispers and follow the trail. We are all bundles of divine cosmic source energy buzzing around in human bodies. We see ourselves as separate when we really are going through the same thing, the same journey back home to oneness. We are here to remember our divine nature and embody it in human form. We are not our body, our mind, or our emotions. We are souls having an experience of body, emotion, and mind. The sooner we see ourselves as part of the greater whole, and thus never really alone, the sooner we come home to the beautiful divine wonder that we naturally are, and the less alone we will feel. We have chosen our bodies as perfect vehicles to express our divine light. Through these bodies and the healing of our emotions, we express that light in our own way. The moment we try and be more like someone else, we get in the way and actually stop that effortless flow of light from streaming through. You were not born to be like someone else. You were born to be like you. To remember that despite all of your experiences, you are a divine being of light, and to let that light flow through your unique soul, emotions, and body. This is not about being perfect. The opposite is true. It's about being real, true, transparent, and authentically you. Cracks, bumps, flaws, and all. When the light shines through our imperfections, that's when we are truly able to touch people's hearts. And our mantra is I am a divine expression of light. I embrace my flaws and shine anyway. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful. Thank you for reading that, Rachel. Again, that was an excerpt from Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell called Oneness versus Aloneness. This book is fantastic. You can read it like an oracle, and that's what we did. We asked Spirit to share a little message under this new moon, and that's what came through. So, in order to seal up our circle and close out, we're going to do just a few affirmations, just like Rachel talked about the mantra that came through. I'm a divine expression of light. I embrace my flaws and shine anyway. Mantras and affirmations, they're there to help us to rewire, to refocus, to bring ourselves back into what it is we're focusing on. If we find ourselves spinning out a little bit throughout the week, or overthinking, or getting down on ourselves, or hard about some things, or telling ourselves stuff that isn't really true or we don't believe, affirmations are a really good way to help to rewire that. We tell ourselves a lot of really rough things all day, every day. We've got all kinds of different messages coming in from different people and places and situations. And sometimes we need to do what we can to become more mindful of the conversation going on within ourselves, because then that reflects not only what we have going on in our own personal belief system, but our bodies and our vessels listen to it, and then it affects the energetic imprint around us. So in honor of the Scorpio new moon, we are going to just do a few affirmations with tapping. So you can just tune in and listen, or you can follow along. Tapping is a really great thing we like to add into the drum circle, because you can tap on these beautiful points of your body and you can follow along with me. They're all connected to different acupuncture points and energy centers and the meridians within our bodies. And they just help us to flush and cleanse, rebalance, rewire, and start the next moment a little bit more present. So if you want to repeat after me and start tapping on the side of one of your hands, this is a karate chop point. We'll do the lower part. I honor my true feelings. I honor this Scorpio new moon. It is safe for me to feel my feelings. Other karate chop point. I allow myself to emote. I am present with my feelings. My feelings help me to tune in to my soul's path. I allow myself grace. Over to your heart. I allow myself ease. My heart knows the way. Up to your throat. It is safe for me to speak my truth. My opinion matters. I deserve to be heard. We're going to go up to our chin. I am confident, and I have a happy, healthy, strong body. Up to your cheekbones. My thoughts are loving. I accept change. Up to your temples. I am wise. My mind is filled with loving thoughts. Up to your third eye. My third eye is open. I see through the lens of love. Up to your crown. I am held by spirit, my higher self, and my angel team. It is safe to be me. Now we're going to move back down to our third eye. I am noticed and appreciated in the most positive ways. Back to your temples. I relax and I allow my mind to be peaceful. I lovingly balance my mind and body. I now choose thoughts that help make me feel better. Back down to your cheekbones. I create a life that is filled with rewards. To your chin. The movie in my mind is beautiful because I choose to make it so. I love me. We're going to go down to our collarbone. I am grateful for life's generosity, and I am blessed. I create all of my experiences, and I rejoice in the outcome. Back down to your heart. I choose to live through the open space in my heart. I look for love, and I find it everywhere, every day. Back down to your karate chop point. I am safe, and I trust in the process of life. I express myself freely. And then to the other karate chop point, I take in life in the most perfect balance. I have the capacity to live my fullest life, even if it takes one step at a time. I am moving forward with peace and love. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. We're going to bring our hands to our heart and take a nice deep breath in through our nose. Hold it and release. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, our ancestors, higher selves, helper beings of the highest good, and Sea Goddess for being with all of us tonight during the Sea Goddess and Kind Magma virtual drum circle. Thank you for taking a few moments to tune into your own heart and mind. Thank you for being with us at this time. And we thank the angels and archangels for surrounding us in white and blue light and continuing to heal and protect us in this moment and throughout the rest of our moments of our day. And so it is. Amen. Aho. Thank you all again for being here and for tuning in. I am Mandy from Sea Goddess Healing Arts, You can find us on SeaGoddessHealingArts.com. We are constantly in creation and flow. We have a beautiful YouTube channel with lots of content and discussions coming out often in order to support you along your healing journey. We have free events once a month, including this drum circle. We have a few festivals coming up, which we will announce soon when the time is right, and lots of other co-creations. We like to be a lighthouse for the soul, so we like to help people to heal themselves and their communities and land and whatever it is. So please give us a like, a share, a follow, and we'd be honored to support you along your path. Cash, do you have a sec for a couple words, and can you share with our listeners how they can get a hold of you and follow you? Because Cash does all kinds of amazing live performances all the time, and he's got several outlets that you can follow him on and learn more about music and his intuitive creations.
Yes, thank you, Mandy. Thank you very much. First, I just want to say thanks so much for the opportunity to not only perform tonight, but to put together these arrangements. It's been quite a great. If you want to check out more things like this, I'm going to be developing some different videos on different rhythms and stuff to make it easy and fun. You can check out Magma Music on YouTube and on Facebook. And then I have more of an entertainment side of things, a YouTube channel for Cassius Kirk, Kind Magma Music, for the entertainment. But Kind Magma Music itself is more of the educational sound healing. The focus is more on the how music can be integrated into your life and create wellness, even as a background or something just to enhance your movement throughout the day. And I have ways to do that that are customized, even just original music that you can tune into by going to the channel and looking at categorized lists that will be coming. And a lot of songs will be getting released on all the different platforms like iTunes and Spotify. So you can check out some things there as well. Thanks very much. Hope you had a great
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Cash. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Ursula. We are sending everyone so much love and light and gratitude, and we will be back with you soon.